islands that offer as much romance, beauty, and sheer decadence as Capri. Let me show you why I've been coming here since I was a little kid. I'm Giada De Laurentiis. Welcome to my paradise.
Capri's been called a 2,000-year-old seductress, so let me seduce you with its charms.
I've got the first course.
Let me show you the best restaurants. It's really light and yummy. And let me introduce you to the simple, fresh ingredients that inspired me to be a chef. Lots of my relatives have been coming here since long before I was born.
This has been a family hangout for generations.
So for me, it feels like home.
Cheers, ladies. Cheers.
Join me on a personal journey to Capri, Italy.
Wow, what a view!
With my family and friends.
This is paradise.
Soaring out of the sea, the Isle of Capri, which lies 20 miles from the Bay of Naples, became a summer playground during the Roman Empire. Marina Grande is a boat lover's paradise, and everybody arrives either by charter boat or ferry, as there's no airport on the island. From Naples, it can take up to an hour and a half.
Grazie. Ciao.
Marina Grande is a stepping stone for exploring this 5-square-mile island. First off, most visitors take the 15-minute taxi ride uphill to the town of Capri, which is the heart of the island. It's only a mile from the sea, and it's a good place to get a feel for the geographic layout of the island. A 5-minute walk south of town brings you to the old bridge at Via Tagata. This is one of the places I used to come to as a child. It's popular with tourists for the views of the southern cliffs. As kids, we used to hike down the mountain and then jump into the clear blue water. And from up here, you can also see the Farlioni. They're sort of two mountains jutting up from the sea. You'll see them in all of the postcards in Capri. Rejuvenated by the vistas, it's time to get changed for a family celebration on the outskirts of town. My destination is only a mile away, but it's up a very steep hill. The streets here are so narrow that motorized traffic is banned, except for electric taxis.
Grazie.
Prego, arrivederci.
Ciao. Ciao.
Costanza Paturzo is an old friend of the family and a leader of the best folk band in Capri.
Bellissima qui.
So I'm honored to be invited to his home. His family is known for their festive and traditional island hospitality.
This is Popolo, and it means people rejoice. It is so much fun. They're the most famous band on the island of Capri, and they've played at my grandfather's birthdays and of course at my brother's wedding, so they're like a part of our family.
My Aunt Raffi has arrived early to help Costanza's wife Anna make lunch. This is a communal cooking culture, and it's the way families learn how to cook.
What are we making?
Pizza! This is the perfect snack.
The most popular family dish on the island is pizza, with tomato sauce and fresh basil.
You gotta make it nice and thin. That way it cooks in 3 minutes.
Then you add a thin layer of sauce.
How old are horses?
The topping couldn't be simpler.
A little bit of Parmesan, a little olive oil right on the top, and fresh basil.
Many Caprese families have wood-burning pizza ovens at home. In just a few minutes, you get a pizza with an earthy flavor.
I like the burnt crispy part.
Before we sit down to lunch, we've got to earn it. Costanza's grandfather formed Popolo in 1925. The dances, costumes, and music are traditional to Capri. Today, Costanza's relatives play a part in keeping the folk group alive, and you can see them play at various hotels on the island. The aim of the whole experience is to lift up your spirits. The happiness you feel when you're dancing is said to be highly contagious. Boy, Boy, have I worked up an appetite.
Okay.
My husband Todd and friends have arrived just in time for lunch, and I think what we need now is more music.
Canta, canta. Un sole mio.
Barbecued eggplant and homemade pizza for lunch? What more could you ask for in this rustic setting? Eating with family and friends on a sunny day is one of the things I look forward to when I come to Capri. This is heaven. The Italians are known for their hospitality, and Costanza really knows how to throw a welcome home party. It's great to be back. Costanza's home is near Capri's most famous historic site, on Mount Tiberio. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to pay a visit. The ruins of Villa Jovis were home to the Roman Emperor Tiberius 2,000 years ago. It's a beautiful place to walk around on your own, but even better with a guide like Luigi Esposito, especially if you want to know all the details of this storied place. This is the same as it was 2,000 years ago.
Yes, and to reinforce the walls they use these layers of bricks.
Villa Jovis is the place where Tiberius was said to have engaged in wild acts of hedonism. He moved here from Rome because of his fear of assassination. There's lots of little nook and crannies. Let's go see what else is around here. Although the villa is open to the public, not many people do the 1-hour hike up to the top, but believe me, it's worth it. Not only do you get a sense of the scale of the building, but you also see why Tiberius felt safe in this secluded spot away from the Roman Senate. From here, his guards could keep a watch over the whole island.
You can see all of the Mediterranean Sea down there.
If you enjoy heights and have a longing for thrills, one of the fun things to do in Capri is take a chairlift up Mount Solaro, which rises 1,900 feet above sea level. It only takes 12 minutes to do the ascent.
Wow, what a ride!
When you get to the top, you can hike around the summit of Mount Solaro, but make sure you stop to take in the breathtaking views which are the most dramatic in Capri. If you're not up for the chairlift ride and you're feeling fit, there are sensational trails that bring you all the way up here. Just below Mount Solaro lies Capri. It's the only other town on the island, and it's known for its beautiful churches. Santa Sofia in the Piazza Materia is the largest with a grand 18th century facade. In Piazza San Nicola, the Church of San Michele is part of an ancient monastery, still used today. The church is one of the most important examples of 18th century Neapolitan artwork. Dedicated to the Archangel Michael, the central altar area is very richly decorated, but what I've come to see is truly unique. This fabulous floor tells the story of the Garden of Eden. There's the tree with the apples, the serpent, all of the animals that you find in the Bible. And then, of course, right here, Adam and Eve. Imagine how long it took to put all this together. The floor was completed in 1741, and now I can see why it's thought to be the finest Majolica floor of its kind. Lemons are the symbol of Capri. They use them in their food, to scent their perfumes, and even on street signs and